Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk to you about something so simple, so overlooked, that it's practically hiding in plain sight, yet it could be the most transformative element for any man over 50 who wants better energy, sharper cognition, and stronger performance across the board. I'm talking about water, but not just any water, hydration done right. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doctor, I already drink plenty of water, and I believe you. But here's what most men don't realize. Just drinking water isn't enough anymore. The truth is, plain water, by itself, often fails to do the job we think it's doing, especially past midlife. You see, after the age of 50, the body starts to behave differently. What once worked effortlessly in your 20s and 30s now requires more thought, more strategy, more support. And hydration, one of the most fundamental processes in the body, is deeply affected by age-related changes, less efficient absorption, weaker thirst cues, and compromised cellular uptake of nutrients. The result? Energy dips, brain fog, weakened performance, both physical and intimate. But the good news is there's a smarter way to hydrate. And it starts with understanding the critical role minerals play in transforming everyday water into a functional, cell-charging fuel your body can truly use. Let's break this down. As we age, three key physiological shifts compromise our hydration status, even when we think we're drinking enough. First, your thirst signal weakens. Research shows that older adults have a reduced sensitivity to dehydration. You don't feel as thirsty even when your cells are in desperate need of fluids. Second, your kidneys become less efficient at conserving water. This leads to increased urinary losses, not just of water, but of essential electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And third, perhaps most critically, your vascular system ages. The blood vessels, especially the small arteries and capillaries, become less supple and responsive. That flexibility, or vascular compliance, is essential to healthy circulation. Without it, blood flow becomes inefficient, pressure rises, and oxygen delivery suffers. Plain water alone cannot solve these problems. Why? Because water doesn't hydrate you on its own. It needs a transport system, electrolytes that carry electrical signals across cell membranes, allowing water and other nutrients to be absorbed where they're needed most. This is why specific minerals become critical. They don't just hydrate in the traditional sense. They help regulate every aspect of cardiovascular health, muscle function, brain signaling, and hormone balance. Let's begin with the most misunderstood mineral, sodium. For decades, sodium has been villainized, seen solely as a trigger for high blood pressure. And while excessive amounts of refined, low-grade sodium from ultra-processed foods do pose a risk, pure, unrefined sources of sodium, such as sea salt or Himalayan salt, are a different story entirely. These natural salts contain not only sodium, but a rich spectrum of over 80 trace minerals like iodine, selenium, calcium, and magnesium. Sodium in this form serves as an essential osmotic regulator, helping your cells attract and retain water rather than just flushing it out. Without sufficient sodium, especially in physically active or older individuals, water passes through without being absorbed, leading to a frustrating cycle. Drink more, pee more, stay depleted. Adding just a small pinch, no more than 1/8 of a teaspoon, of a high-quality, unrefined salt to your first glass of water in the morning can improve blood volume, enhance oxygen delivery, and support more efficient heart function. If there's one mineral I would recommend every man over 50 begin supplementing consistently, it's magnesium, and not just for hydration, but for total body function. Magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions, including energy production, nerve conduction, muscle function, and vascular tone regulation. Think of it as the body's natural calm switch. It relaxes your blood vessels, reduces resistance, and makes it easier for blood to flow through constricted or aging arteries. Low magnesium has been directly linked to erectile dysfunction, cardiovascular disease, and chronic fatigue. And sadly, in today's modern diet, magnesium deficiency is rampant. Roughly 3 out of 4 adults consume less than the recommended daily intake due to mineral-depleted soils and overprocessed foods. Look for well-absorbed forms like magnesium glycinate or citrate, and when added to water, especially first thing in the morning, it quickly supports parasympathetic nerve activity, helping your entire system find its rhythm. While sodium opens the gates and magnesium calms the system, potassium plays the critical role of balancing the electrical charge between cells. This is especially vital for heart function, nerve firing, and muscle contractions. Potassium also helps modulate blood pressure by encouraging sodium excretion, which can be profoundly helpful for aging men who've accumulated years of sodium overload through processed foods. Clinical guidelines now recognize potassium intake as a major lifestyle lever in managing hypertension. The goal isn't to cut sodium down to zero, all cells need sodium, but rather to rebalance the sodium-potassium ratio. That balance is what gives your cardiovascular system the electrical harmony it needs to function at its best. Utilize potassium-rich mineral powders, preferably ones low in sugar and formulated for electrolytic support. Add half a scoop during or after exercise, especially if you sweat heavily or consume few fruits and vegetables. Now let's talk about zinc, a trace mineral, but one that plays an outsized role in male health. Zinc is essential for testosterone production, and even mild deficiencies can suppress libido, sap energy, and diminish muscle building potential. It's also a foundational mineral for immune health, especially important as we age and our immune surveillance begins to decline. Rather than high-dose supplements, I recommend using liquid zinc formulations, added to water once daily with a meal. This bypasses common absorption issues seen with tablet forms and ensures optimal bioavailability. It's subtle, but consistent zinc intake over time supports hormone regulation, better recovery from illness, and improved overall energy regulation. Lastly, let's address iron, a mineral you should only supplement under the guidance of a healthcare professional, as excessive iron can be harmful. However, if you've been diagnosed with low iron or anemia, even borderline levels can impair oxygen delivery throughout your body. Iron forms the core of hemoglobin, the protein that ferries oxygen from your lungs to your muscles, brain, and, yes, even those small vascular beds critical for sexual performance. If confirmed as deficient, a gentle, non-constipating liquid iron added to water can steadily rebuild your stores. The result: improved oxygenation, mental clarity, endurance, and resilience. Let's be clear, this is not about overcomplicating your hydration routine, it's about elevating it intentionally. Here's how you can start. Morning routine, the vascular primer. Begin your day with either a pinch of high-quality sea salt or a teaspoon of magnesium citrate mixed in a tall glass of water. This simple practice primes your blood vessels for optimized flow all day long. Midday hormone support. The zinc ritual. With lunch, add a few drops of liquid zinc. This feeds your hormone system and immune cells, ensuring consistent peak function without overt stimulation. Post-exercise recovery. The potassium restoration. After exercise or prolonged activity, mix in a potassium-rich mineral blend to replenish what's lost through sweat, improve circulation, and promote muscle recovery. Let me be frank, I see a few common missteps that can derail your efforts. First, adding too much salt. More isn't better, balance is key. Start with the tiniest pinch and adjust only if you feel benefits. Second, using the wrong form of magnesium, like magnesium oxide. It's poorly absorbed and often causes gastrointestinal distress. Instead, invest in forms like glycinate or citrate. They work, and your body can actually use them. And third, expecting instant results. True cellular change takes time. Most men begin to feel the shift around week 2 or 3. More energy, better skin tone, stronger workouts, and yes, enhanced performance. Give your body the time it needs to repair what's been neglected. You've built up years of depletion. We're reversing that, one well-mineralized glass of water at a time. And finally, if you're on blood pressure medications, diuretics, or heart medications, consult your doctor before beginning any electrolyte regimen. Minerals shift fluid dynamics in the body, and your safety always comes first. Your body has been whispering to you in the form of fatigue, forgetfulness, decreased drive. These are signals that it's running on empty. Now you have the map to begin refueling it. This isn't just anecdotal, this is science-backed, biochemically sound, and physiologically essential. Minerals, hydration, restored balance. These are small hinges that swing big doors. You are not meant to decline. You are designed to adapt, to grow stronger with wisdom, if you give your body the tools it now needs. So I ask you, which mineral will you add today? Drop a comment below. Let's start this journey together. You're not just drinking water anymore, you're building power from within. Take care. You deserve nothing less.